This is a classic example of me not knowing how to name a photo, and I've called it layers, but I'm not exactly sure why. I think because maybe there's a couple distinct layers in this photo. You've got a foreground, a subject, and then a background. And I don't know, sometimes I have photos with a subject and a background or a subject and a foreground, but maybe not so clear of a sense of all three. And even in this one, I guess the foreground isn't that prominent. But in any case, it seems like there's three distinct layers. The foreground in the bottom left, the leaf, and then the background way behind. But what makes this photo a cut above the others that I took on this particular day isn't the, well, okay, it's two things. It's the colors, because you've got the deep red of this leaf against this row of green, of dull green, and then in the background you've got these like browns and oranges, and so your eye is immediately drawn to that leaf. And then there's also these other colors, these subtler colors in the frame, but that red thing just pops out at you right away. And that's actually what popped out to me as I was walking around Theta Pond, just not even looking for a photo, but I had my camera with me just in case, and I saw this red leaf, and it immediately drew me to it, and I thought there's got to be a way to make a photo out of this. But the other thing that I really like about this picture is that one circular, it's like a football shaped light on the right hand side, and that's a passing car, and that was intentional by me. It's not an accident. Well, okay, it's kind of an accident in that I couldn't control the passing cars, but I had my camera set on motor drive, so it was just taking a lot of pictures. Although this was my D750, doesn't exactly take a whole lot of pictures. I think it fills up at like 6 or 7. But I had it set to really wide aperture. I think I shot this at f1.8 or maybe f2. And whenever a car would drive past, that's when I held down the shutter so that I could get that particular ball or blurry artifact, whatever you call it. And if you look on the path right in the middle of the photo leading towards the horizon, you have several similarly shaped balls, bokeh balls, but they're kind of at a different angle. And I love those things. I can't get enough of those in my photos. And I really like when I'm able to position the light, position myself, I guess is what I did here. Not position light, but position myself and my camera and the subject in such a way that I can get those artifacts. And just having that one in the background adds a whole new level to this photo that is not there in the other photos that I took. And without that splash of light, even with the color, it just seems like a dull image. And I really like how this all came together. And I don't know, this is one of those pictures that I thought would be a fun picture to take, and turns out it really was. And I'm really happy with how it turned out, especially with that little spot of light in the background.